They say you should never take the last bus to Hollow Creek. It only runs once a night. A ghost on wheels through the dying heart of Appalachia. Locals, the few that are left, they'll warn you. They'll look at you with wide, haunted eyes and tell you to find another way. But when my car sputtered its last breath on a deserted road just outside that forgotten town, what choice did I have? The air grew cold, the kind of cold that seeps into your bones, and the forest around me seemed to hold its breath. That's when I saw it two dim headlights cutting through the encroaching darkness. The bus groaned to a halt, its ancient frame sighing like a tired beast. The driver was a silhouette, a shadow hunched over the wheel. He never spoke, never even turned his head as I climbed aboard. The fare box was rusted shut. I didn't ask. The interior was cavernous and empty, the worn vinyl seats gleaming faintly under the weak overhead lights. I was the only soul on board, or so I thought. I took a seat near the middle, the doors hissing shut behind me, sealing me inside. The engine rumbled to life, and we plunged back into the night. We drove deeper into the Appalachian wilderness, the road swallowed by a thick, unnatural fog that clung to the windows like a shroud. The world outside vanished, replaced by a swirling gray nothingness. That's when I heard it. A soft, wet sound. Breathing. It was coming from right behind me. My heart hammered against my ribs. I slowly, carefully turned my head. The seat was empty. Every seat behind me was empty, all the way to the back. I told myself it was just the engine, the wind, my own frayed nerves playing tricks on me. But the feeling of being watched was a physical weight on my shoulders. We passed a moss-covered mile marker, the number worn away by time. And then another passenger was there. An old woman, sitting in the row directly behind me. She hadn't been there a second ago. Her hands, gnarled and caked with dirt, were clutched tightly in her lap, gripping a handful of dark, rich soil. She stared straight ahead, her face a roadmap of wrinkles, her eyes vacant. I didn't dare speak. The air grew colder. A few miles later, another appeared. A man, sitting across the aisle, soaked to the bone. Water dripped from his hair and clothes, pooling at his feet, yet there was no rain. The sky outside the fog was clear and starry. He shivered, his teeth chattering silently. With each passing mile marker, the bus filled. A little girl in a faded dress, her eyes wide and unblinking, sat in the very back. A man in a dusty suit, a farmer with straw in his hair. They appeared without a sound, materializing between blinks. They were silent, motionless statues, each lost in their own private tragedy. I looked at the windows, desperate for a reflection, for any proof that they were real. But all I saw was my own terrified face, staring back from the dark glass. They cast no reflection. They were ghosts. I was trapped on a bus full of ghosts. My breath hitched in my throat. I wanted to scream, to run, to demand the driver stop. But a paralyzing fear kept me glued to my seat. The bus finally slowed, its brakes screeching in protest. Through the thinning fog, I saw the faint lights of a town, Hollow Creek. We pulled up to a rusty, crooked sign, its letters barely legible in the dim light. It read, Hollow Creek, population. Missing me, my blood ran cold. The driver, for the first time. He didn't turn, but his arm lifted, a bony finger pointing towards the sign, then towards the open doors. That's when it happened, in perfect, horrifying unison. Every single passenger stood up. The old woman, the drenched man, the unblinking child, all of them. They turned their heads, their hollow eyes fixing on me, and from their lips, a chorus of whispers slithered through the silent bus, a sound like dry leaves skittering across pavement. They all whispered my name. A wave of ice-cold dread washed over me as the horrifying truth settled in. This bus, it wasn't taking people asterisk to asterisk Hollow Creek. It was bringing its lost souls back. And I was the newest delivery. The doors were open, and they were all waiting for me to join them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy chilling stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next journey into the dark. Stay safe out there.